What's up with it?
My pimpin' is so expensive. Maybe that's the reason why my hoes expensive. Haters just hate it, they so against it. But give me some niggas I didn't know existed. My pimpin' is so expensive. Maybe that's the reason why my hoes expensive. Haters just
Nah, I ain't forgot about y'all. I just been busy. You dig?
I didn't know existed. You hear pimp talk, you see your pimp, keep watching, nigga, you gon' see your bitch star. You see your pimp clothes, you see your pimp
619
hoes,
Capricorn, you a fool.
bitch, I'm about to pimp pose, you hear pimp talk, you see your pimp, keep watching, nigga, you gon' see your bitch star. You see your pimp clothes, you see your pimp hoes, flick it up, bitch, I'm about to pimp pose. Stop, now baby, brace yourself. After you hear this shit, you might escape yourself. Under a pimp spell, now you ain't yourself. Now do as a pimp say, bitch, chase the wealth. Gotta get it. Bother some bitches, never bother with them.
Just catching up on the comments, y'all. Excuse me, Pimp.
Pregnant, they mind become a father with them. Dropping children. She giving birth to a lot of riches. All without cheering in the mall, without cheering. Doing it how we wanna, spending all of our cheering. Andrew Ulysses and my junior Ben Frankie. They came out of pussy, so them little niggas stanky. I love my baby mother, but I had to let her know with the next.
You say Jodeci and H-Town, man?
A Harvard's nan bitch, I'm smarter with and bitch.
They both dope to the motherfucker. I gotta go with Jodeci though, man.
Now rock to the rhythm of a pimp. And when that trick come, we gon' hit him with some shit. All of the blue faces, he gotta get rid of them. I got dreams to fulfill. Pimp gotta be spinning them. I need my pimpin' is so expensive. Maybe that's the reason why my hoes expensive. The haters just hate it, they so against it. But give me some niggas I didn't know existed. My pimpin' is so expensive. Maybe that's the reason why my hoes expensive.
You said me and Sin tripping, huh? H-Town was dope though. They wasn't no slouch. I mean, to even be able to compare them with Jodeci lets you know they was the shit.
You see your pimp hoes, flick it up, bitch. I'm about to pimp hoes, you pimp you see your pimp keep watching, nigga, you gon' see your bitch star. You see your pimp clothes, you see your pimp hoes, flick it up, bitch. I'm about to pimp hoes. Know you wish your daddy was hot like me, but no matter how you give it, he don't pop like me. To match my ism, it is not like me, but I got a slot open if you got my fee. I'm available and payable, baby. You dig? Just about everything is playable, baby. You dig? This game is so conveyable, baby. You dig? Like a track to be so relatable, baby. You dig?
Pierre the Elegance, what's up with it? Rashid, what's up with it? I see y'all. Ray Gunn. OG Ken. Coop 918. Michael Jordan. Maya Davis. James. Just Jess, what's up with it? Yummy. The third one. Victor Cruz, I see y'all. Benjamin, I see you. What's up with it? Corey, I see you. Extended clips, as always, I appreciate you.
You see your pimp clothes, you see your pimp hoes, flick it up, bitch. I'm about to pimp pose, you see your pimp you see your pimp keep watching, nigga, you gon' see your bitch star. You see your pimp clothes, you see your pimp hoes, flick it up, bitch. I'm about to pimp pose.
Excuse my pimping. What's up with y'all, man? Kush, you say much needed tonight, huh? Well, I appreciate you for feeling that way. As always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Victor Cruz, you talk about your pops a lot. I salute him, real shit. Good looking, man. Yeah, I appreciate my pops in a million different ways, man. Countless different ways. Can y'all hear me fine? Am I cool? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Am I clear to you? Dig that. Let me know if y'all can hear me fine. Coco, what's up with it? Can y'all hear me? I ain't getting no responses. Let me know something. Okay, Boss D say I'm good. What's up with it? All right, now. First and foremost, y'all know how Freeze get down. Put that love in your body if you ain't already did so, man. I've already done so, and I'm gonna do so again. You can see that I'm approaching the halfway. I say that's about a third, between a third and a half a gallon that I'm approaching. But before I go to sleep, this is gonna be finito. Yeah, man. Brian, you already know what's up, man. Got to put that love in your body, man. This is what people who love themselves do. Put love in their body. But for those of y'all who've been wondering why I ain't been live in a minute, uh, Pimp been busy, man. I've been busy getting things in order and rearranging and regrouping and analyzing and all things like that. You dig? For those of y'all who didn't know, my birthday was on Sunday. I just turned 21 yet again. You know what I mean? Most High blessed me to see another 21st birthday. You dig? So yeah. Because I knew that my yet another 21st birthday was approaching, and leading up to my birthday and even after my birthday, I just been doing a lot of introspection, taking inventory of myself and seeing where I can tighten up, seeing where I can be better. So that's what I've been on lately. And as well as that, as a lot of y'all have probably seen, I finally start fucking with some music, put a few songs out there. If you for those of y'all that's not familiar with the music that I done put out so far, I got a SoundCloud set up. If you go to my YouTube profile, to my channel profile in the About section, I got the link to my SoundCloud on there. So if you're curious about what Free's been doing and you're not hip to what Free's been doing for the past month or so, go click on the SoundCloud link, check out the music. I got that on there, you dig? Now, Oscar, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you feeling the music, just. I appreciate that. But yeah, for those of y'all who don't really know that aspect of my history, before I got into the game, really even before I got into the street life period, you did once, pretty much I say before I even got into adulthood, when I was a kid, I was really, really serious about rapping. When I was like high school and even a little bit after high school, if you go back to Long Beach, where I'm from, the people there that know me, they don't know me for pimping. They don't know me for hustling or anything like that. I'm known for rapping. If you ask about Freeze in Long Beach, they be like, "Oh, Freeze, they be rapping." That's what I'm known for. Back in the days, I was, real tough in the battle scene. I had my little crew. I think I talked about them a little bit before in one of my lives. Crew that I used to fuck with back in the day called the Funk Foundation. It was based out of the north side of Long Beach, even though I was from the east side. But most of my partners that I fucked with on the music was from the north side, so I used to be in the north side all the time. And but yeah, that's what I was real serious about when I was young. Then when I became a man and started getting into man situations, having man responsibilities and doing man shit, I kind of the music kind of took a back seat to that. Ray Gunn, as always, I appreciate you. But once I got into the game, I just really pretty much completely left music all alone. You know what I mean? I just lost my passion for it at the same time that I was transitioning from, pretty much kind of like being a hustler, into the lifestyle of, the ism. So up until I got into the game, I would mess with music here and there, but I still wasn't really serious about it like that. But when I got to the game, I just kind of like, I was so consumed consumed by the spirit of pimping. I just kind of like left the music and anything else that didn't have to do with pimping and hoeing alone. You dig? So um, that's been a long time, you know. So as far as being serious about some music shit, you know, different people that hear me spit can see that I, you know, got somewhat of an ability to rap, you dig? So a lot of people been pressing on me for a long time, but I just ain't had the passion for it. But when I made that motherfucking song, when I made that Rap Devil Simp diss, you dig, that kind of like sparked something in me. That was the first time I had fun rapping in years, many years. You dig? So and I guess maybe that's what it was. It wasn't fun to me no more. Every once in a while I play with it, but it wasn't fun to me for a long time. When I made that motherfucking that Rap Devil Simp diss, that was the first time in many years that I had, you know, fun with the shit. So even though I've been telling y'all that I've been wanting to do the music and that I was gonna do the music because y'all been supporting it with the super chats. I've been planning to do it, you know, pretty much most of this year, but I just like I said, my passion wasn't really there, so that's why I was kind of like dragging my feet on it. But now, you know, obviously y'all can see that I've been in the studio, been recording and putting some shit out. So for me, that's a big step, like I said, because I ain't been serious about no music shit in forever. So as y'all can see, I got shit in motion. I appreciate the positive feedback on the few songs that I have put out and the few videos that I done put out recently. You know what I mean? Little freestyles and little songs and shit like that. Y'all have given me a lot of positive feedback, and I appreciate that. Some people didn't even gave me some, I guess what they call constructive criticism. You know, that's cool too. You know, I don't mind your opinion one way or another as long as you keep it 100. I'm not one that easily takes offense to things like that. But pretty much what you see from me up to this point, as far as the music shit been going on, it's pretty much just exercise shit. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of things, exercising. But at the same time, this month, I've started, you know, working towards a mixtape. So the mixtape is actually on the way officially. You dig? I'm actually officially working on a mixtape right now. So y'all can expect that probably. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna even put a time frame on it, but it's seriously in motion. So it's gonna be available soon. And when I put the mixtape out, it's gonna be available on all the music streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, you name it, all the major, you know, music streaming platforms, YouTube as well. It's gonna be available on YouTube as well. So Brian say music and muscles, huh? You dig? Yeah, music and muscles, man. That's gonna be the mixtape, Music and Muscles Volume 1. You dig? But nah, so yeah, I'm gonna have the mixtape available real soon. You dig? That's officially in motion. Like I'm actually working on that as we speak. And in the meantime, while working on the mixtape, I'm still gonna be doing the little freestyles. Still be putting out the little, you know, little songs for y'all to have an idea of what I'm capable of and what I'm doing with the music. So yeah, you know, stay supporting that. And also, I want to let y'all know, you know, I appreciate y'all for supporting the music with the super chats and the music that you see coming, as well as the mixtape. You know, the money from the super chat is what's making that possible. You dig? I'm putting the money that's coming from the super chat towards the music. So the shit that you've seen so far, the little taste tester songs, as I would call them. You dig? That's pretty much what I consider them to be, like taste testers. You know what I mean? Little samples. So the sample songs that I've put out, as well as the mixtape that I'm working on, You know, those of y'all who supported with the super chat, y'all the ones making that possible. You know what I mean? Y'all can actually officially say that you invested in Freeze's music, and it's actually coming to life right now. So major props to y'all, as well as everybody else who supporting all the other different ways. You know what I mean? If you've been sharing my music, Shadow DO87, I appreciate it. It's now been 3 months since I quit drinking. Thanks for your motivational words in the past. Hey, that's what's up, man. Congratulations on that. Stay strong with it, man. You know, I never imagined myself at one point in time going as long as I have. But like I said, my birthday was on Sunday. And this past Sunday made 7 years since I stopped drinking. You dig? I never imagined it being this long. You know what I mean? I remember being at that stage in 3 months, and thinking that was a major accomplishment, because it is. You know what I mean? If you somebody that drink on a regular, and then all of a sudden you just cold turkey, you ain't had nothing to drink for 3 months, you know, that's major. So I give you props on that, man. Stay strong with it. You dig? Taj, good looking. I appreciate that. Ronnie Aragon say, what about Sinful, Sugar Free, and Freeze on the track? Hey, that would be a beautiful thing, man. I would love to work with Free. And of course, you know what I mean? I would love to work with Sin. Sin is kind of like where I was as far as the music goes. Of course, a lot of y'all know that Sin is talented. Good looking, Ken. He say drop that 10 square bitch commandments. Hey, I haven't thought about that, but I might fuck around and do that shit while you bullshitting. But yeah, as far as Sinful with the music, a lot of y'all know the boy is talented. Of course, he got vocals and he could sing, and he has a great voice. But beyond that, his creativity is off the chain. His writing ability is off the chain. His ability to create melodies and things like that and put songs together is off the chain. You know, but Sin is kind of like how I am. You know, a lot of y'all know that before he got in the game, he was singing with different groups and things of that nature. And of course, kind of like me, when he got to the game, he kind of like, you know, was so possessed by the spirit of Pimpin. You know, motherfucker kind of forgot about the music shit. But so Sinful's kind of like where I was up until very recently. You know what I mean? He, I'm sure, would like to do some music, but his passion ain't really there like it once was. You know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna do my best, you know, to make something happen. I'm gonna get one way or another. I'm gonna get Sinful on the song. You dig? So, I don't know when. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna promise y'all no certain time frame or when, where, how, so on and so forth. But I'm gonna definitely get Sin on some music. You know what I mean? It'd be a beautiful thing if Sinful and Freeze had a mixtape that they put together. You know, with mainly just the two of them on the song. So if y'all want to see that, I'm letting you know Freeze is all the way with it. So y'all got to get on Sinful's case about that. You know what I mean? Every time y'all talk to Sinful, pull his coattail. Hey man, what's up with that Freeze and Sinful mixtape, man? When y'all gonna do that? When you gonna get in the studio with Freeze? Press him about it. You know what I mean? Because like as y'all can see, I'm already in that mode. You know what I mean? I'm with it. So whenever he's with it, I'm with it. And you know, so that's how that go. You know what I mean? Y'all want to see that happen? Get on get on Sinful's case about that. Yeah, I would be glad to fuck with Rollo too on some music shit. You know what I mean? He's one of the few in the quote unquote pimp hop category whose craft I really respect. Rollo is very talented and got some heat. His formula when it comes to making music is dope. So yeah, I definitely would be glad to fuck with Rollo on some music shit. Thomas, you said you hit that 485 on the deadlift. That's what's up, man. Good shit. That's one thing. It's funny. A lot of people will probably trip off of that, but I never really do deadlifts, man. I can't even remember last time I did some deadlifts. But that ain't something that I ever really got into. Yeah, Cray is dope to the motherfucker too. I definitely a fucking Cray on some shit. Yeah, I know the deadlifts is the shit. You know, I do a lot of other back exercises, but that's just one that I never got into. But I know they the shit though. But probably another thing, which it ain't really no excuse, I still can do them. But you know, deadlifts depend heavily upon your legs. You gotta have some cool legs in order to fuck with them deadlifts. And most of y'all already know that my left knee ain't really nowhere near in tip-top shape. So when it comes to certain exercises, I would be very limited. You dig? So reading these comments, y'all. Excuse a pimp. If I can say, where's that water at, man? Hey, man, y'all know Freeze, man. Hey, the water is like my driver license, man. Matter of fact, I mean, my driver license is close by, but I don't even have the driver license on my person right now. You know what I mean? But I got the water on my person right now. I got the love on me right now. You know what I mean? This is like my identification. You know what I mean? You can identify Freeze with this motherfucking gallon, though. You did. Health definitely is wealth. Lauren say, Freeze, how much times a week a beginner should be in the gym? It depends on what your goals are, man, and how serious you are about those goals. Like me, when I first started getting serious about the gym, I wasn't like very strong and very built up or anything like that. You know what I mean? I was average. I was a beginner. You know, we all got to start somewhere. But I was in such a zone and such a mode about my goals. Plus, I had been in shape before. I had different periods of my life when I was younger where I would be, working out for 2 years or whatever and fall off, and then work out for a year, fall off, and start back up a few years later and all that shit. But as far as like fitness becoming a lifestyle, that started in 2012. So it's been about almost 6.5 years since I made health and fitness my lifestyle. Well, I'll say fitness, health being probably a little longer than that. But fitness has been my lifestyle for 6.5 years. And when I started at that time, I was going at least 6 days a week. So damn near every day, And like I said, I was, as far as ability goes, I was pretty much a novice. Knowledge, I had pretty, good knowledge because I had, been into fitness before. My knowledge has gotten a lot better from what it was in the beginning. But you dig, yeah, like I said, bottom line, it all depends on how serious you are about your goals, man. And more so than being focused on how many times a week you go to the gym or what you do while you're in the gym and all of that. The most important thing is having a vision in your mind of how you want to be, how you want to look, how you want to feel, you know, what you want to be able to do. Uh, Having that vision in mind and then building your goals, building your plan around that vision, building a plan around that vision. First, you got to have that vision. Like me, I knew how I wanted to look, roughly how much I wanted to weigh, you know, how I wanted my body proportions to be, things I wanted to be able to do in the gym. I kind of already had all of that in my mind, and of course, it evolves as you go. When you get stronger and more developed, and you start looking a certain type of way, your goals will evolve. But you still want to start with a vision in mind. And once you start with that vision in mind, you can start building a plan around that. Like, okay, I want to. You might want to lose a certain amount of pounds or gain a certain amount of pounds by the summertime. You know, which is about what, like 8 months away, something like that. So you might say to yourself, in 8 months, I want to gain 20 pounds of muscle and so on and so forth, you know, and then, you know, you might do some research. Uh, that's the beautiful thing about YouTube. There's so much shit that you can learn on YouTube. Do some research. You did research different bodybuilders and how they, you know, made it along in their journey, and, you know, structure your plan based on that. So, Turf, what's up with it? Shadow Deal 87 says, Freeze, is it true that having too much sex will set you back on your fitness goals, or is that a myth? Um, Again, you know, it depends on what your fitness goals are. You know, if a part of your fitness goals are to get lean and burn fat, then, you know, sex is actually going to advocate that. Sex is going to help that. You dig? Because especially if you one of the active type of people, you know, when it come to having sex, like me, for instance, you know what I mean? When I get down, you know, I don't just sit there and let the woman do everything. You know, I like to get out. You know what I mean? I'm a pleaser. You dig, in the bedroom. So sometimes, you know, I sit back and get pleased, but a lot of times, you know, I'm real active. You dig? So I'm gonna be burning a lot of calories in the bedroom when I'm getting down. So for somebody like me, if I'm trying to get lean, you know what I mean? If I'm trying to burn a certain amount of calories of fat every day, then yeah, you know, getting in the bedroom and getting busy, that's gonna actually help me. So like I said, it all depends on what your goals are. But ultimately, generally, nah, I don't think sex will hurt you as far as fitness goes. And actually, you know, sex is actually very healthy for you. I don't know the exact numbers, but you know, I've read certain things that basically let it be known that people who have a healthy sex life ultimately live longer. You know, it's certain statistics like how they say, you know, every cigarette that you smoke takes 7 years off of your life. Um, there's certain statistics like that when it comes to having sex. Like, so much sex adds, you know, so much time to your life, so on and so forth. Um, but you know, sex is real good for you in a lot of ways. You know, of course, it being safe about the shit. You know what I mean? Sex can be real good for you in a lot of ways. It can be real harmful too. You know what I mean? But you just gotta be responsible with the shit. If you're being responsible with your sex life, you know, it can be real helpful to you. You know, it relieves a lot of stress, obviously. You know what I mean? And it'll fuck around and get you in better shape. You know what I mean? Depending on what you're doing when you're having sex. So, Yeah, man. I advise everybody to have a good, healthy sex life. You know what I mean? I feel you, Turf. I'm one of them type of dudes too. You know what I mean? I'm the director in the bed. I'm directing everything. You know what I mean? I'm the Steven Spielberg in the bedroom. You know what I mean? Without the cameras and all of that necessarily. You know what I mean? But I'm directing everything though. You dig? I'm directing traffic like a motherfucker in there. So you know, because that's what a lot of cats don't understand, man. Um, if you if you pay attention to the women that you deal with, you'll figure out that a lot of them don't really know what it feels like to be pleased by a man. You know what I mean? A lot of women are so used to pleasing the man that they with and not being pleased themselves by the man that they with. Um, you'd be surprised, man. There's a lot of women in their 30s, 40s, and 50s that ain't never had an orgasm. You dig? And of course, it's a lot of young women like that too. Um, I've 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 been that dude, you know what I mean, to break that cycle with a lot of young ladies, you know what I mean? As far as them having their first orgasm, you know what I mean? And a lot of times it don't be easy. It's really a psychological thing too. A lot of it. A lot of it has to do with, you know, uh, the mind playing certain mind games and being able to unlock certain dimensions of the mind. You did, but so of course when you have a sex, you know what I mean. It ain't always a physical thing. Of course, a big part of it is physical, but a real big great deal of it has to do with this right here. You know what I mean? Game is gonna make everything better. Game is gonna make you a lot more effective when it comes to everything. That's just like Muhammad Ali, for instance, when it comes to boxing. You know, Muhammad Ali wasn't always the fastest. He wasn't always the strongest. You know what I mean? When it comes to boxing, but he always was the coldest up here. That's what made Muhammad Ali the greatest. Him being so cold up here. You know what I mean? He was able to outwit people that was faster than him. He was able to outwit people that was smarter than him. I mean, not smarter than him, stronger than him, physically. You dig? So it's the same thing in the bedroom. You know what I mean? This broad, she might have been with other dudes that had better equipment than you. She might have been with other dudes that probably look better than you. She found more attractive than she finds you. But if you got this shit right here, you're gonna rock her world. You know what I mean? She gonna be in love with you physically. In lust with you, I should say. So yeah, having game, man, is very helpful in the bedroom. Right, Tony Davis, like you say, hit it mentally before you hit it physically. Real talk. I can't be giving up my secrets, man, but I got some cold secrets though. As far as this shit right here, the game, when it comes, Pimp gonna apply game in every situation, you know what I mean? But when it comes to in that bedroom, Freeze got some cold game, man. The motherfuckers, I can't be fucked with. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have him like Glenn Lewis coming back for more. You dig? All right, Coco. You have a good remainder of your night. Yeah, man, but you want to apply that game and see when you apply that game, it really sets you aside from everybody else. You know what I mean? When it comes to that sex life, you dig? Tyrone, what's up with it? You know what I mean? Pimp just in here chopping and popping this game with y'all. I know it's been a minute since I've been live. You know what I mean? Figure I'll bless y'all one time with it. Dig. No particular topic right now, but we just chopping a whole lot of game as we usually do. Uh, Hustlemania say, Freeze, what you think about Crystal Geyser versus the water you drinking? Um, if I'm not mistaken, I think Crystal Geyser is spring water. I believe. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's spring water. And spring water is probably the best water that you could drink. But as far as taste go, I ain't gonna lie, this shit right here is very satisfying to the taste. I like the way this shit tastes. It got the electrolytes, you know what I mean, alkaline, all that good stuff. So but to be honest with you, the Crystal Geyser might just taking a wild guess. I don't really know much about it though. Of course, I've drank Crystal Geyser before, but I would think that it's probably better for you ultimately because it's spring water. That's pure shit. That pure shit, I mean. Can't say water has a taste. I mean, of course it don't have, a lot of flavor like other drinks, but yeah, water ultimately does have a taste. That's just like Arrowhead. Arrowhead to me is the nastiest fucking water. I can't believe people actually pay money for Arrowhead. That shit is nasty. Arrowhead is the nastiest water. Shit, I probably done had better tap water than Arrowhead. That shit nasty as a motherfucker, but people actually pay for that shit. I can't believe they still in business. You know what I mean? They've been in business for a long ass time, and that water is nasty as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? But yeah, water does have a taste. It's funny, some people think water in general is nasty. Like some people do not like water because they think it tastes nasty, which is crazy to me. You know what I mean? Especially on a hot day or whatever, just when you're real thirsty, it ain't nothing like a nice, especially on a hot day, some cold water. You know what I mean? Even though room temperature water is probably the best thing for you. But yeah, man, water, I love water. Love the way it tastes, love the way it feels, all that. Hey, Freeze, what was more challenging for you when you first started the ism or started off your fitness? That's a good question because I know for different people, they would have different answers for that. But the ism was definitely more challenging for me. You know what I mean? And I grew a hell of a lot from the ism. You dig? The lifestyle presented certain challenges to me that average motherfucker wouldn't have made it. The average motherfucker would have tapped out. You know what I mean? But I appreciate the lifestyle for everything that has blessed me with, mentally, spiritually, and physically. So, yeah, but the game was definitely a lot more challenging to me. See, when it comes to things like fitness, like I said, different people have different answers for that. To me, it's obvious. But like when it comes to something like fitness or health and things like that, again, like somebody, I think it was Victor that said something about me speaking on my father a lot. See, that's one thing I get from my pops, is having a strong sense of self-discipline. When I put my mind in something, it's just real easy for me to get it done. So when it came to fitness, when it came to making that my lifestyle, once I had my mind made up about it, it was I ain't gonna say it was easy, but it wasn't nothing for me to stick with it because that's where my mind was at. That's what I wanted to do. And I'm the type of person that, like I said, I get that from my pops. I'm the type of person when I put my mind to something, I'm gonna stick with it. So yeah, fitness in general, it wasn't really a challenge for me to stick with it like that. Of course, on a day-to-day basis, it's a challenge because the challenge also, like I just said, challenge, means growth. So I'm challenging myself in the gym every day. But as far as it being my lifestyle, that wasn't much of a challenge once I had my mind made up. But, the ism, what I mean? Of course, same thing. I had my mind made up about that. And I was serious about the game and I stuck with it. But it wasn't as easy to stick to as going to the gym every day. Pretty much going to the gym, you know what to expect when you go to the gym every day. It's weights, it's machines, it's treadmills, bicycles, basketball courts, swimming pools, all that type of shit. You know what you're getting into when you go to the gym. But in the lifestyle of Pimpin and hoeing, when you step outside to be active in the game, you don't know what you're getting into all the time. So it's certain challenges that, especially early in the game, when you wake up, you don't know what the day got in store for you. So yeah, the ism, was definitely a whole lot more challenging for me than fitness in a million different ways. But ultimately, I love it all. You dig? I appreciate it all. I appreciate all the trials, tribulations, all the challenges, all the ups, downs, and turnarounds, all the good times, all the bad times. Like everything that the game been presented to me, I appreciate it all because it made me better ultimately. You dig? All of it went towards the greater good of myself and me being who I am today and constantly evolving. So yeah, the game was definitely more challenging than fitness. I can't say have the haters backed off you lately, Freeze. To be real, I don't even know. You know what I mean? I hear certain things, certain people put me up on certain things that haters be doing, but I'm kind of like this a lot nowadays, man. I'm like I said, I just turned 21 again, man. So you know what I mean? I'm enjoying life, man, and I'm doing my best to keep the distractions out of my focus. My focus is like this, and distractions try to creep in all the time. You know what I mean? But I'm so like this, the distractions ain't even got a way in right now. So, excuse me, like I said, certain people be putting me up on certain shit like, yeah, man, such and such said this about you, such and such posted this, or I don't even see that shit. You know what I mean? I'm not even tuned into it. Right, like Tony Davis said, I'm staying so sucker free. So sucker free right now. You dig? And it's a tough thing, you know what I mean? Motherfucker, in the world of suckers, it's hard to stay sucker free at all times, constantly. You know what I mean? Certain suckers force their way into your life so adamantly that you gotta deal with certain shit. But for the most part, I'm doing pretty good staying sucker free right now. And I'm doing my best to keep it that way. So but I'm sure the haters are busy in some kind of way. You know what I mean? I just been blessed to not see it. You dig? So I still be on social media. I still be on YouTube. But a lot of shit I don't see. I got a deaf ear, a blind eye, and a closed mind too. So you know what I mean? That's how that shit is going right now. They probably busy as a motherfucker though. Especially when they see you doing good. You know what I mean? When they see you enjoying life, the haters, they really turn it up. I said you got the sucker duckers on. I feel you. See, I'm glad you said that, Jawan Huff. Said, yo, Freeze was good with the music. Haven't heard nothing since that diss track, which surprised me. Besides the negative shit, good song. I appreciate that. But like I was saying, Jawan, um, if you go to my the about section on my YouTube channel, you'll see the link to my SoundClick. I mean, not SoundClick, SoundCloud. You'll see the link to my SoundCloud, and as of right now, I have 6 songs on my SoundCloud that I've done in the past 5 weeks or so. And yeah, you can go there and listen to them 6 songs. You know, it's on SoundCloud, so it's free. All of my songs on SoundCloud except for one is downloadable for free. So you could go to SoundCloud, you can listen to it as much as you want there, or if you want to download it and have it on your device, you can download it for free as well. All of my songs on SoundCloud except for one, Do or Die Fly. Do or Die Fly is not downloadable, but all the rest of them, like 10 Ho Commandments, Can't Stop the Game, the ZZ remix, all of them songs, and the other ones too. You could download all of them for free on there. So like I said, you could go to my about section on my channel on YouTube right here. The link is there. And also, if you go to each of my songs that I have on YouTube, the songs that I've put out, which my most recent post has been pretty much nothing but songs. But if you go to each one of those songs, the SoundCloud link is also in the comment section of those songs or in the description of those songs. So you can go there and find the links to my shit. Anton, yeah, like I was saying earlier when I first started this live, I'm currently working on a mixtape right now. I got the title to it, and I got most of the tracks for it. I'm just creating right now. I don't want to reveal the title of the mixtape, you know, because motherfuckers like stealing from motherfuckers. So I'm keeping the title of the mixtape to myself. But I got the title of the mixtape. I got roughly how many songs I'm gonna have on there. You know, it's in motion right now. So yeah, y'all gonna have some cool Pimp music to fuck with in just a minute. You did very, very, very soon. It is in motion, and like I said, when I put it out, it's gonna be available on all the. Cause see, the little songs that I got right now that I've been putting together, they just available on SoundCloud. But when I put this mixtape together, it's gonna be on all the streaming platforms, all the music streaming platforms, iTunes or Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Google Play, all the major streaming platforms for music. When I put this mixtape together, it's gonna be on all of them. So, and that's coming very soon. You did. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, you can find me on SoundCloud. Freeze is it. Victor Cruz say the game is a lonely one, but I'm in love with my own company. Plus, I got you and Sin's videos to keep me going. Dig that. Yeah, you know, it's crazy, man. Victor, like you say, man, like a lot of cats don't be in love with their own company. A lot of cats got to be around somebody all the time. And, you know, it's good to fellowship with the Pimpin' because, like, I was just telling somebody not too long ago, man, the Pimpin' keeps pimping. You did. And it's you know, when you got some peas that you know that's actually real peas, and don't be on no sucker shit, which is hard to find nowadays, but the few that you might notice like that, it's good to fellowship with them. It's good to get around with them and kick it and chop game, you know, so on and so forth, because we keep each other in the right spirit and we keep each other active. But at the same time, like you said, the game is a lonely one, and the motherfucker got to learn how to, you know, be in love with their own company. You gotta learn how to be to yourself at times. You know, because you can pimp around your partners, but they can't pimp for you, and you can't pimp for them. So, yeah, yes, indeed. Got to know how to be by yourself sometimes. But at the same time, you don't want to go too long without fellowshipping with the ism in some kind of way. You know, seeing my videos and seeing Sin's videos or other videos and shit on social media, that shit is cool, but it ain't nothing like being down and around with the pimping, chopping game. It ain't nothing like that. Can't nothing replace that. You know what I mean? And it's very necessary. That's where a lot of cats in the game right now go wrong, and that's where a lot of them is falling short because you got so many cats that been in the game for years and they've never experienced that. They've never experienced being down around somewhere on the track or on the carpet or just anywhere and fellowshipping with the pimping, just sitting there all night chopping it up, kicking game back and forth and getting sparked up. A lot of cats have never experienced that because they sit in the hotel room all day. They be around nothing but bitches all day, and that's cool. But you need that. You need at some point to fellowship with the pimping, especially early in the game. You know what I mean? If you ain't never experienced that type of shit, you need that early on. That's essential. It's essential to fellowship with the ism at some point. You did. And I'm not no rookie in the game, but even myself, I still like the fellowship with the pimp, and I appreciate being able to sit around and kick it and chop it up with the ism. You dig? I still be needing that shit. You know what I mean? Especially with all these motherfucking suckers around. All these dudes, claiming to be the ism, but they got a bunch of weird shit in their mix. And all these haters that call themselves pimps, all these squares that call themselves pimps, suckers, snitches, dope fiends. You got every different type of individual calling themselves the pimping right now. So to be able to kick it and chop it with motherfuckers this pure and authentic and genuine, you know what I mean? Like yourself, yeah, that's very necessary. Very necessary. I need it in my life. Freeze, have you ever met Fillmore Slim? No, I have not, John ETA. Haven't met Fillmore Slim. I might have talked to him on the phone one time. I think. I can't remember exactly for sure. But no, I've never met Phil Moto. Tyrone Davis say, bro, you got to do a workout vid with Cali Muscle and CT Fletcher. See, I'm not really on their level, you know what I mean? But then again, I've seen other cats that I didn't think was on their level. It would be fun though. I wouldn't mind working out with them, doing a video with them. They gonna try to kill my motherfucking ass, but that would be fun. I would fuck with it. I ain't scared now. Yeah, CT and Cali, they both a motherfucker, man. Overstand, you just now getting here. You of all people know that Freeze keeps the love juice. You know what I mean? You ain't got to ever question whether or not Freeze got the love juice. You know what I mean? It's always on deck. Yeah, let me put some of this love in my life right now as we speak. I love this shit. Yeah, I fuck with Mike Rashid too. He be doing his thing. Kevin Mincy said, "Did you watch that Brother Polite and Nature Boy talk about money?" Um, I didn't catch the part about money. I don't know if they've done more than one debate, but I saw the one. I think it was like last week or something where they was talking about nature. They was debating about whether nature was physical or not, and Brother Polite was spanking the shit out of that Nature Boy dude. I don't really like to watch the Nature Boy guy, to be real with you. Um, I just was watching it because somebody around me was watching it. But the Nature Boy guy, he's just the thought of him is disgusting. To be honest with you, he's a disgusting individual, and I don't have no hatred towards him. I don't have no ill will towards him. But he's just not somebody that I want to listen to, watch. I don't want to have nothing to do with dude. Like I've already seen enough to just like make me sick to my stomach, literally. Like have a motherfucker, and I got a cast iron stomach. Watching too much of him will make a motherfucker throw up, man. For real. So I'm cool on people like that. You know what I mean? He's yeah, on to the next. But like, yeah, Brother Polite did his thing, you know what I mean? I peeped Brother Polite, you know what I mean? Brother Polite, I could sit and listen to him and watch him, you know what I mean? Brother Polite is all right with me, you know what I mean? Even though I know a lot of people got things to say about him too, but he ain't nowhere on the worst of the worst from Brother Polite. Ain't fucking with that Nature Boy motherfucker. Like, he in a world of his own and he need to stay over there. And yeah, enough about him. I'm cool. Yeah, like Kevin Mincy say, Brother Polite make you want to read. That's real talk. Brother Polite, he inspires you to want to step your mental game up, your knowledge. You know what I mean? And when he talks about the things that he's well versed in, which is a whole lot of shit, um, he speaks with conviction. And you know that cause see a lot of these dudes, like these younger cats, I ain't gonna say no names, but in that quote unquote black conscious world, a lot of those cats, especially the younger ones, um, you could tell that a lot of the things that they talk about is more so based on passion than it is facts. You know what I mean? It's not. I mean, part of it is based on the ground that they standing on, but more of it is based on how they feel about the ground that they standing on than the ground itself. You dig? What I like about Polite is, I mean, they all kind of they all kind of got that about them. But what I like about Polite, he more so focuses on the territory itself than how he feels about the territory. A lot of cats in that lane, they allow their emotions to get them overwhelmed to the point where they're not even so much talking about the facts for what they are. They talking more so about how they feel about the facts. You know what I mean? They giving you a lot of autobiographical accounts of what it is that they talking about instead of just speaking on it for what it is. You know what I mean? Like trying to think of a good example. What's a good example I'm trying to think of something good, a good example, a good analogy to give y'all. Okay, like LeBron James, for instance, right? Um, a lot of people got different opinions about LeBron James, and who he is as a man is one thing. What he is on the court is another thing, and a lot of times people get them two things confused. Like you might not like LeBron as a basketball player, and because you don't like him as a basketball player, you might speak bad on him in general. You know, but one thing you can't deny is that LeBron is a great man. Like as far as a humanitarian, LeBron is the shit. He probably the coldest humanitarian to ever play basketball. But because people get caught up in, oh, well, I think this person is a better or a greater, more legendary player than LeBron, or that person, I like Kobe better, I like Jordan better, so on and so forth. You know, a lot of people talk bad on LeBron as a man. You know, but if you focus on just him as a man, he's a cold motherfucker. But that's just an example to give you as far as like a lot of them black conscious people how they be. You know what I mean? Like if LeBron is their subject matter, instead of speaking on him as a man, you know, and focusing on that, they'll allow him as a basketball player to get them caught up emotionally, and they'll give you the wrong account of him as a man because of how they feel about his basketball skills. So, whereas Polite, on the other hand, brother Polite is the type of individual that, you know, if you ask him about LeBron James, the man, he might not like LeBron James as a basketball player either. But if you ask him about him as a man, he has the ability to focus on just the man that LeBron James is and give you an accurate account of him as a man. You know, he ain't gonna dilute it. He's not gonna mix it up and twist it any kind of way. He gonna speak on that for what it is, despite how he feel about it. You did. So that's what I like about Brother Polite. And a lot of them other cats, you know, they'll be a lot better off if they did that. I know a lot of them got a lot of knowledge, a lot of game, and all this, that, and the third, but where they fuck up, especially with somebody like me who's not no dummy, is, you know, they get their emotions wrapped up in a lot of shit. So, and that's something I don't fuck with. You know, if I'm watching a debate or a conversation, and I want to be nourished mentally from that conversation, I don't want to see a lot of emotional shit involved in it. You know, I'm here for the game. You dig? So leave your emotions at the door. We don't need that right now. We here for the game, for the knowledge. Backpack Zoe say, I've been following LeBron as an athlete since he was in the 9th grade. Hey, it's a trip. Another story. You dig? I know y'all like my stories. So, damn, should I? Yeah, I could give y'all this one. Fuck it. I could save it for a specific story video, but I'll give y'all a story right now, right? So, okay. Uh, If y'all remember on my video, My Life Before the Game, I was talking about what I was into before I got into the game, right? As far as hustling. Me and my boys, we had the Sprint phones on deck. We would get them in bulk and we would sell them in bulk, right? So if y'all remember that story, as far as that go, I'll let it be known in that video how we had burnt out the West Coast, burnt out California. We started moving around, so we went to the East. Well, yeah, we went to the East Coast too, but before that, we went to the Midwest, right? So, I think I told y'all the Ohio story in there. You did, but basically, long story short, I went to jail in a little town called Ravenna, Ohio. And Ravenna, Ohio is about, I want to say like 45 minutes to an hour east of Akron and Cleveland. So, because Akron and Cleveland is right by each other, and Ravenna is a little further east from there, right? So, my crazy ass. First of all, I don't have. Yeah, I think my license was bad at that time. Or no. I take that back. I think my license might have been good. But anyway, I got pulled over on the Ohio Turnpike. I got California driver license, Kentucky plates. I'm leaving from Detroit, and I'm on my way to New York. So I get pulled over in that little town, Ravenna. Uh, um, you know what I mean? And I had a rental car, but they couldn't verify where I got the rental from and if the person who the rental car's name was in had authorized me to use it. So they arrested me for unauthorized use of a vehicle and gave me 30 days for that. So I'm in the little county jail over there. They gave me 30 days, but I filed for early release and got out in 15 days. But while I was in there for them little 2 weeks or whatever, all the cats that was in there, you know, it's close to Cleveland, so a lot of the dudes that was in there was from the Cleveland area, and they kept talking about LeBron James, LeBron James. This was in it was around this time of year, 2002. This was actually September of 2002 when I was in the county jail over there. So September 2002, I'm over there, and LeBron was still in high school at the time, and they kept talking about LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James. And they were saying how at that time when he was in high school, like, he was so hot, they was having his games at the motherfucking the arena where the Cavaliers play. They was having his high school games at that motherfucker. That's how that's how raw dude was in high school. You know what I mean? And even in 2002, they was talking about how cold he was in high school, and you know how they was already trying to get him straight in the NBA at that time. I think that was his senior year, I want to say. Because when did LeBron come in the league? Did he come in 03 or 04? I want to say LeBron came in the league in 2003. Coming in 2003? I can't remember. You know, I just turned 21 again. You know, Pimp getting older, you know what I mean? So, but anyway, yeah, I was in that county jail, and they was always talking. Okay, yeah, so he came in the league in 2000. That's what I thought. I thought it was 2004. So when I was, oh, you saying Tony Davidson, and for L saying 03. Yeah, I remember he came in the league the same. See, look at OG Ken, the youngest motherfucker here. He know. Okay, so you must be an 84, baby, Jay Evans, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, LeBron is 84, because I'm 81. But, yeah, I remember him and Carmelo and D-Wade all came the same year. I remember that much. But, so I guess... Yeah, when I was there, I guess he was about to be a senior. He was probably starting his senior year at the time when I was there. Yeah, he must have been starting his senior year. So he was just coming out of his junior year going into being a senior. And at that time, so I guess in his junior year, they was already having his games at the arena where the Cavaliers play. I forget the name of that motherfucker, but they was, you know, they were speaking real highly of him at that time. You dig? So LeBron was he was probably the most anticipated motherfucker to come into the league as far as a teenage prodigy. He was the shit. That's when I first started hearing about LeBron, was 2002, when he was getting ready to be a senior. Over Stan, like I said, you know, my birthday was just this past Sunday, and I turned 21 again, you know what I mean, for the 17th time. Don't tell nobody, you know what I mean? But this is my 17th, 21st birthday, you know what I mean? God been blessing me. I just been turning 21 every year, you dig? So, yeah, 81, baby, but I'm 21 yet again. Ronnie Argon say 1986, 80s, baby. But I'm telling you, Kobe is still the king. You know, but as far as athletes, as far as, you know, basketball players, between Kobe and LeBron, I have to give it to Kobe. Kobe's a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm a Lakers fan, so I might seem biased choosing Kobe over LeBron, even though LeBron is a Laker right now. But you know, Kobe, I just respect Kobe on so many different levels. Like Kobe stayed with the Lakers when they was trash. Kobe didn't do like LeBron, and no, it ain't no diss to LeBron, but it's just the facts. When the Cavaliers was trash, even at times when they wasn't trash, LeBron bounced. If they wasn't good enough to win a championship, LeBron bounced. You know what I mean? Kobe, on the other hand, he spent 20 seasons with the Lakers. Of course, he got the record for most seasons with a single franchise, which is 20. Kobe stayed with the Lakers for 20 seasons when they was fucking trash. He didn't bounce. He didn't jump ship. And I respect Kobe for that. And proving that he could win championships without Shaq. Because, you know, when Shaq left the Lakers, everybody just was like, oh, yeah, well, Kobe ain't finna get no more rings. Shaq gone. But he proved it, you know. That's what I respect about Kobe and the whole Lakers organization at the time, but especially Kobe. Like, they built a team around that man, and kind of similar to Michael Jordan, like the second championship team that Kobe was on, they didn't have a bunch of superstars. They didn't go get a damn D Wade and the Chris Bosh and all that shit. They built a team of guys that wasn't superstars. Some of them was, you know, respectable players, like Lamar Odom. He was already a respectable player before he came to the Lakers. Ron Artest, he was already a respectable player before he came to the Lakers. But none of them was like superstars, though. None of them was franchise players where they came from. You dig? And they put that team together. In the first season, they didn't win. First season, they got mopped by Boston. But they stayed together. They stayed solid. And they end up winning 2 more championships. Made it to the finals 4 years in a row. You dig? So, oh no, excuse me, 3 years in a row. 1, 2 in a row. But, yeah, it's just shit like that just, you got to respect the fuck out of Kobe. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I can't be mad at somebody for saying that they like LeBron over Kobe, because LeBron did some shit. See, that's one thing I respect about LeBron. And I respect the fact that he did it in Cleveland. But LeBron did some shit with Cleveland that has never been done, and we probably ain't going to see that shit again for another 100 years. And that's come back from a 3-0 deficit. The motherfucker, or 3-1. The motherfuckers was down 3-1 and came back and, or no, what was it, 3-0? Yeah, they was down 3-0, I think. The motherfuckers came back and won, like nobody's ever done that. You dig? So I respect LeBron for that, because nobody's ever done that, and that motherfucker was so determined that he made that happen. Of course, with the team, you know what I mean? The team definitely played a role in that, but LeBron, he's to be respected for that alone. Doing some shit that nobody has ever done in the history of he made history right there. So I'm gonna respect him for that. But as far as, you know, whenever the team get garbage, he bounce and all that type of shit, I don't respect that. But the greatest of all time, you got to say that's Michael Jordan. Nobody's fucking with Mike. You ain't gonna never have another Michael Jordan. So Mike is that nigga. And I'm a Lakers fan to the core. But Michael Jordan is the shit. Can't argue that. Ken, you a fool. Kwame Brown is the GOAT. Yeah, garbagest of all time. That's Kwame Brown. He is the GOAT. You're right about that. And that ain't even a word, but I just made it a word. Garbagest of all time. That's Kwame Brown. You know what I mean? He's the garbagest of all time. It's funny because me and Sinful was talking about that not too long ago, like probably a month or two ago, about who was the worst Laker between Kwame Brown and Eldon Campbell. Uh, who did I say? I think I said Eldon. No, I think I said. Did I say Eldon Campbell? I can't remember which ones we said which was which. But yeah, to me those are the two most garbage Lakers ever, Eldon Campbell and Kwame Brown. Eldon Campbell used to piss me off. That motherfucker used to piss me off. And Kwame Brown too. Overstands Davis TV said freeze when you going on Sinetta. I don't know. Right now I don't see that for myself. I respect Sinetta's channel and he doing his thing and all that, but I don't really see that for myself. But yeah, I enjoy his channel though. I don't watch it a whole lot, but every time that I've seen it, I've enjoyed it. You dig? Yeah, Tony Davis for real. Kwame Brown, one of the worst in history. Nah, he love say Kurt Rambis. Nah, Kurt Rambis was actually cool. He wasn't the greatest, but Kurt Rambis was a respectable player. He looked goofy as hell, but he was actually cool. Jay Evans say Kyrie Irving got the best handle and he the best finisher in the league. I agree with that, especially handles. Like as far as handles go, and then not just in the league currently, but just period. Uh Kyrie Irving handles is off the chain. He might, I don't know, I'm trying to think of somebody who got better handles even in the past, like better handles than Kyrie, like boy off the chain. As far as his overall ball handling, there ain't too many motherfuckers fucking with Kyrie. That boy is off the chain when it comes to handles. It ain't too many that you can even mention with him. I like Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford is he just a good guard, period. He a dope ass guard, period, all the way around. Nate Archibald, Tiny Nate was dope too. Can't you a food say Shaq handles? Yeah, Iverson was dope. See, Iverson was dope with that crossover and everything, but on the real, Jason Williams was dope too. The white Jason Williams and the Jason Williams from Duke, dope as hell. But Iverson, as far as between him and Kyrie, I got to give it to Kyrie. As far as handles go, I think Kyrie is colder with the handles than Iverson. For real. And see, like, Kyrie is a real point guard. Like, I don't think Iverson should have ever been a point guard. Iverson, I always felt like should have been a two guard. And I know he did it from time to time, but Iverson was, to me, really he was a shooting guard. He was supposed to be a shooting guard. Isaiah is dope too. Isaiah Thomas is dope too with the handles. But he can't even fuck with Kyrie. I like Isaiah a lot too. To me, I think Isaiah underrated. And he just getting a raw deal right now. But Isaiah dope as a motherfucker. But as far as handles go, it ain't too many people that you could put in the same breath with Kyrie. Facts, Iverson, a combo guard. Real talk. Yeah, Steph dope with the handles too. That ain't no, yeah, I can't front on that. Steph Curry is dope with the handles, but he's not no Kyrie. There is nobody in the league right now, not just the league, there's not a basketball player in the world, anywhere on the planet right now that got better handles than Kyrie Irving. Nobody. Nobody's fucking with him as far as handles go. Nobody handles the ball in the world right now better than Kyrie Irving. He's the best. As far as that goes, just ball handling, he's the best right now. Can't nobody fuck with him. Like, go watch some of his highlights. That boy is a beast. He is a motherfucking beast. Jay Evans say Kyrie better than Iverson, period. Iverson ain't got no chip, but Kyrie got one. See, I ain't gonna even say it's just because Kyrie got a championship and Iverson don't that he's better. Um, see, Iverson never really. See, the problem with Iverson, he never was supposed to be a point guard to me, man. That's why his legacy ain't what it should have been. Like, his legacy should have been so much greater than what it was. And yeah, he really should have been a two guard, man. And then as far as championships go, like, he never really had the team like that. And when he did, the Lakers was just so motherfucking cold. Like, that Philadelphia team was the shit. They was dope. But the Lakers at that time was just so motherfucking. Lakers was just stupid at that time. You know what I mean? Yeah, like Ken say, bad timing. It was just bad timing. You know what I mean? They was a championship caliber team though. But yeah, like somebody who was that just said that? Keith. He said Iverson birthed the Kyrie's best-selling Reebok sneaker of all time. Made you watch the commercials and go outside and learn the crossovers. That's real talk though. You can't deny that. Iverson did have little niggas on the playground trying to cross people up. You know what I mean? I was one of them young. Cause see, I was watching Iverson when he was at Georgetown. You know what I mean? And Iverson was so raw at Georgetown. I'm talking about dunking on motherfuckers with ease. You know what I mean? They list him at 6'1". Sometimes they say 6 feet. I ain't never seen Iverson in person, but I would just guess that he really probably like 5'11". He might be 6 feet. But man, I'm talking about at Georgetown, he was just dunking on niggas like it wasn't shit. Iverson was a motherfucker in college. You know what I mean? That's when I fell in love with Iverson. I fell in love with Iverson in college. You know what I mean? I used to watch him when he was at Georgetown. And I knew he was gonna be a beast. He was like Iverson was one of them dudes when you seen him in college, like you knew he was gonna be a beast in the NBA. And sure enough, that's what ended up happening. You know what I mean? Iverson was one of them dudes in college that I watched that I knew was gonna be a beast. Another motherfucker that I used to watch in college that I knew was gonna be a beast was Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was a motherfucker in college. That's funny because I'm talking about Tim Duncan. I was just thinking about Marcus Camby. Tony Davis said, I remember when he dunked on Marcus Camby. Yeah, real talk. Iverson used to dunk on big niggas like it wasn't shit. And Marcus Camby was a motherfucker that I thought was going to be the shit in the NBA, but for some reason he got to the NBA, he just wasn't that dude. But I used to watch Marcus Camby in college too. He was a beast. Jay say I fuck with AI, but Kyrie is just better all around. Iverson was my favorite player besides Penny. Yeah, Penny was a motherfucker too, man. Like Penny was that dude, man. Like if you was a kid, that's another motherfucker who motherfuckers wanted to be like. If you was a kid in the early '90s, man, Penny was that dude. Penny was a motherfucker. He was. Yeah, I had to say at one point in time, Penny was my favorite player. I even like Dave East. Dave East had a line. He was like, Jordan was the man, yeah, but niggas like Penny. That's real shit. I was one of them niggas like, yeah, Jordan was the man, but I like Penny though. You know what I mean? Penny was a motherfucker. Hell yeah. OG Ken, look at it. He know about the little Penny Chris Rock shit. Hell yeah. Penny Hardaway was that dude, man. Jay said he was in the Penny fan club and all that. For real. I wasn't in the fan club, but I would have been though. You know what I mean? Penny was that dude. Man, when he started having them injuries and shit, man, it was like seeing Samson get his hair cut off. You know what I mean? It was like when Bo Jackson got hurt, man. That's how it was when Penny got hurt. Penny got hurt, it was just devastating as when Bo Jackson, I don't know. Bo Jackson injury was probably a little more devastating. Bo Jackson was that nigga. Man, you couldn't tell me nothing about Bo Jackson. That's who I really wanted to be at one point in time. Like when I was a kid, I wanted to be like Bo Jackson. Real talk. Like Bo Jackson was just such an amazing motherfucker. It was like he was incredible at everything that he did. Whatever he put his hands on, he was incredible. You know what I mean? I read his book when I was a kid, this little book about his childhood and shit like that. You know what I mean? Bo Jackson was in the 3rd grade. He was punking the 6th graders for their lunch money. You know what I mean? Bo Jackson was that dude. And I ain't no Raiders fan at all, but I was a Bo Jackson fan, though. I don't like the Raiders for shit. Can't stand the Raiders, but I like Bo Jackson, though. You know what I mean? Bo Jackson was my dude. And I just hate the way he went out, man. But he was such a soldier, though. This motherfucker, can you imagine that shit? Motherfucker hip. This motherfucker dislocated his hip. His hip is like over here. This motherfucker just popped his hip back into place and kept on playing. That is some, like, see, motherfuckers don't even think, like, just think about that. Think about that. This motherfucker hip popped out of place. He just snapped that motherfucker back in place and kept on playing, man. That's crazy. That is some crazy fucking shit. You know what I mean? And then the way his hip even, like, the way he even fucked up his hip was on some humbug shit, like, normal shit. His hip just, man, that shit crazy. But yeah, somebody said something about Tecmo Bowl. Who was that? Mr. Chris Mack, Tecmo Bowl, Bo Jackson, best running back. Hey, for real. Hey, Tecmo Bowl was the shit. Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen was the shit on Tecmo Bowl. I think Herschel Walker was on Tecmo Bowl too, if I remember correctly. You know, that shit been forever. But I used to stay fucking with Bo Jackson on there. And I was a Niners fan, so you know I was fucking with Roger Craig and Joe Montana and Jerry Rice and all that shit. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah, Ronnie Lott. You know what I mean? Because I used to play free safety, so I used to want to be like Ronnie Lott at one point in time too. But before I played free safety, I played receiver. So I was trying to be like Jerry Rice. See, Bo Jackson was my dude. He was like my favorite player of all time at that time. But you know, when I started playing football, I liked the running back position, but I started playing receiver, and I was better at receiver than I was at running back. So once I started playing receiver, you know, I was trying to be like Jerry Rice. Then I started playing free safety and realized I was better at free safety than I was at receiver. So then I was trying to be like Ronnie Lott. You know what I mean? Ronnie Lott was that dude. Like, he had the backfield sold the fuck up. You know what I mean? You wasn't getting past Ronnie Lott back in the days, man. Oh, Barry Sanders was that dude. Barry Sanders was, man. Barry Sanders was a motherfucker. You would think that he had like, I don't know, like Barry Sanders was like a superhero. You know what I mean? Bo Jackson was too, but as far as like agility and, you know what I mean, being able to move on that field, man, Barry Sanders was the motherfucker. Yeah, see, see, kids say can't forget about Emmett. on the real, man, like Emmett was cool, but I always felt I'm just keeping it real, man. I know a lot of people, especially you Cowboy fans that might be watching right now. You know, first of all, y'all gotta know. First of all, I'm a Niners fan, so I have an eternal vendetta against the Cowboy. I can't stand the fucking Cowboys. Never liked them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But certain people I can respect on the Cowboys, even though I never liked the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But Emmitt Smith, I always felt like he was good. Emmitt Smith was good. You know what I mean? But I always felt like Emmitt Smith was overrated. I never felt like he was an amazing player. He was very good, but I never felt like he was just that dude. I never looked at Emmitt Smith like he was an amazing player. You know what I mean? That's just like I said, I'm a Niners fan. You know what I mean? So you know, Ricky Watters, he was our running back at one point in time. Ricky Watters was good, but he never was like an amazing player. You know what I mean? I never seen Ricky Watters like that. Yeah, like Taj Jones say, Emmett was garbage compared to Barry. That's how I felt. Because, like, you know, people used to try to compare Emmitt Smith to Barry Sanders. Like, how you do that? Like, Barry was a motherfucker. Like, just think about it. Emmett ended up, if I remember, Emmett ended up breaking Walter Payton's record. You know what I mean? For most yards. But that's how cold Emmett was. Like, Barry Sanders. That's how cold Barry was. Barry was on pace to break Walter Payton's record in only 10 seasons. He only played 10 seasons. And I don't know how true it was, you know what I mean? But that was always the word around that, you know, Barry retired because he didn't want to break Walter Payton's record. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's the real reason why he retired, but I remember that was the word going around when he retired. You know what I mean? But Barry was a motherfucker, man. Like, he one of the coldest running backs. As far as skills, though, on that field, like, right. Then, like Taj say, like, I mean, that line that Emmett had, you know what I mean? That's like one of the coldest lines. See, like I said, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but just keeping it real though. Like that offensive line that the Cowboys had, that's one of the coldest offensive lines ever. Like it ain't too many offensive lines that you can compare to them. Like they had the coldest offensive line ever. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers was the shit. Like if Barry Sanders would have had that Cowboys offensive line, he probably would have had 10 Super Bowl rings. You know what I mean? He probably would have won 10 Super Bowls in a row if he had that offensive line, man. Like, Barry didn't have that line. He didn't have a Troy Aikman. He didn't have none of that shit. You know what I mean? Right. Barry created his own way. Barry was doing his own thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ken, I already know you're a Cowboys fan, man. That's cool. You know, I'm sorry to hear that, but you know, that's all right. You know, it's cool. But see, I know you done seen highlights and everything, but you too young to have been around in them days. Like, man, Emmett was cool, but he wasn't no amazing motherfucker like that to me. You know what I mean? Jerome Bettis, I respect Jerome Bettis because of how big he was as a motherfucking tailback. You know what I mean? Most motherfuckers Jerome Bettis size at best was a fullback. You know what I mean? But to be as big as he was and do what he was able to do on the field as a tailback, yeah, I respect the fuck out of Jerome Bettis. Jerome Bettis, he took a page out of Bo Jackson's book as far as that go. Like Jerome Bettis, he gonna run you over. I said Bo Jackson. Jerome, I blended Bo Jackson and Jerome Bettis together one time though, you know what I mean? On some pimp shit. But nah, Jerome Bettis, he gonna run you over. He run motherfuckers over with no problem. He ain't had no problem running you over if you get in his way. Backpack Zoe say, how y'all loving the town, though, Chiefs. We've been down for too long. I'm hella hyped this year. I never was really a big Chiefs fan like that, but when Joe Montana went over there and Marcus Allen was over there, you know, I kind of was cool with the Chiefs at that time. But I ain't never really. I don't feel no type of way about the Chiefs. I don't hate them. I don't like them. They just, you know, they cool. I ain't really got no. But the motherfucking Cowboys, can't stand them. You know what I mean? The Raiders, I don't like the motherfuckers neither. But I don't hate the Raiders as much as I hate the Cowboys. You know what I mean? And I don't know who I hate more between the Cowboys and the Patriots. But, you know, just how I'm feeling right now, I might have to say the Patriots. You know, I hate them motherfuckers with passion. I do not like the Patriots. You know what I mean? I wish somebody would have made Tom Brady trip and fall a long time ago where he couldn't be who he was and all that shit, you know what I mean? I just don't like the Patriots at all, man. And it might be just a Boston thing because I don't like the Patriots. I don't like the Celtics, you know what I mean? I do like the Red Sox, though. I got to keep that real. I like the Red Sox, you know what I mean? That's about the only thing Boston that I like, though. You know what I mean? If a bitch from Boston got a big old trap and come fuck with me, you know what I mean? I might like a Boston bitch too, you know what I mean? But and I like Boston baked beans, you know what I mean? But as far as the Celtics and the Patriots, I can't stand them motherfuckers, man. I can't stand them motherfuckers at all. You know what I mean? But Ben Franklin say, what's your thoughts on the Willie Dynamite movie? P was going through it the whole fucking movie. Hey, it's funny you say that because I just had a road trip the other day and I was watching Willie Dynamite while I was driving. But I done seen that movie a million times. That's like most people like the Mac, but I just like Willie Dynamite because to me, Willie Dynamite's story was more pertinent to the life. Willie Dynamite's story was more pertinent to the lifestyle of a pimp than the Mac was. You know what I mean? Because like you said, he was going through it the whole movie, and he really was. But he still was doing his thing despite all that shit. You know what I mean? I really didn't like the ending of it though. You know what I mean? But it was just so real as far as the type of shit that pimps go through when you really as far as the type of shit that pimps go through when you really seriously stand down with the pimping, you know what I mean? And I with the pimping, you know what I mean? And I think Sinful did, you know, gave his take on each movie, if I'm not mistaken. But just me personally, I like Willie Dynamite better than the Mac. You know what I mean? The Mac was good than the motherfucker, but I just really like Willie Dynamite though. Yeah, that was the dude on Sesame Street. That's real talk. You know what I mean? Hey, but before it was Sesame Street, you know what I mean? It might have been, you know, Bourbon Street or it was 42nd Street. You know what I mean? He went from 42nd Street to Sesame Street. You know what I mean? He had them hoes down on 42nd Street, though. You know what I mean? And, you know, probably quiet as kept behind the scenes. You know what I mean? He probably had them hoes down on Sesame Street, too, though. You dig? You know what I mean? This shit don't stop now. You know what I mean? He still was Willie Dynamite on Sesame Street, though. You know what I mean? He just had to, you know, keep it cool for that environment, you dig? But yeah, Willie Dynamite is my movie though, man. I fucks with it. But like I said, it was so real, the shit that he was going through, man, because that's really how it be, man, especially in them days. I could just imagine, but like everybody and everything just be against the pimping, even motherfuckers that's supposed to be the pimping. Like that's why I say that movie was so real. because that's really how the shit be. You know what I mean? When you shining and motherfuckers is jealous of you, you know what I mean? Different supposed to be pimps will start plotting against you. You know what I mean? Trying to knock you off your pivot foot. You know what I mean? Uh, it was just so real. Police hating on a motherfucker. Uh, uh, Man, they was just hating on him every which way possible. The little social worker bitch that used to be a hoe was hating on him. You know what I mean? DJ Gold Shoes. Yeah, man, that was you know, the dude that played Willie Dynamite. Uh is Roscoe something. I know his first name is Roscoe. I forget it. I forget his last name. But yeah, the same dude that played Willie Dynamite was the dude that used to be on Sesame Street. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like Willie Dynamite. You know that movie get me sparked up. You know what I mean? Because despite everything that he was going through, you know what I mean, he was staying solid and he was staying down. You know what I mean? But he went through a lot of shit. You know what I mean? One of his hoes got her face cut up. You know what I mean? The little punk ass social worker bitch, she kept on trying to shake his stable up and turn the hoes against him. You know what I mean? His bottom bitch got killed. You know what I mean? Like Willie Dynamite was just going through all kind of shit, man. It was so realistic for the pimp world. Helena, what's going on with it? But yeah, the Mac was a good movie too. You know what I mean? But just for me, you know what I mean? Which one I enjoyed more? I enjoyed the Willie Dynamite movie over the Mac movie. You dig? I mean, the Mac, you know, Goldie was going through some shit too in the Mac. You know what I mean? In both movies, each one of them lost their mama. You know what I mean? So that's some cold shit to go through. Goldie went through some other shit too. You know what I mean? Goldie was going through some shit, but like I say, Willie Dynamite to me was just more. It was more realistic for what a pimp be going through. So yeah. I can't say you got to have this shit. And both soundtracks was dope too. But as far as the soundtrack go though, got to go with the Mac, man. Willie Hutch, man, was killing shit. But I like the soundtrack to Willie Dynamite too though. Like Willie Dynamite had a dope ass soundtrack. Um, like that King Midas, that's my shit. You know what I mean? The Willie D song, that's the shit. But but the Mac soundtrack was just so cold, man. I might have to listen to that when I'm done with this live, man, because that's some real pimp music that really just get a motherfucker sparked up to go pimping, man. That motherfucking Mac soundtrack, man, that shit is cold. That Mac soundtrack is truly a masterpiece. Benny Franklin say, what other great pimp movies would you recommend as far as blaxploitation? Well, it's other blaxploitation movies that have pimps in them, but to me, those are really the only two, quote unquote, pimp movies. You know what I mean? Dolomite is cool. Superfly is dope. I like Superfly. Superfly is a dope ass movie. Um, Truck Turner is good. You know what I mean? I like Truck Turner. Trick Baby was cool. Uh, Damn, it's some other good ones, man. Like the title is slipping my mind. Matter of fact, okay, I can't remember the name of the movie, right? And it's kind of like a real underground movie. It's kind of even hard to find, but it's a good ass movie though. I enjoyed it. But the girl who okay, for those of y'all who seen Willie Dynamite, right? It was one of Willie's hoes. She was like a Latina, light skinned girl. Um, like on the part of Willie Dynamite when the little social worker broad busted in the house, and she was like, "How much was that dress?" She was like 45 bills. You know what I mean? And then she said the wig was 35 or some shit like that. But that chick right there, I forget her name, but she has another movie. The chick that was matter of fact, she also was in the scene when Willie Dynamite had went back to go fuck up Bell. He went back to Bell after shit was going all bad for him. When his bottom bitch got killed and he lost all his hoes and everything, he went back and he was shooting at Bell. And when he was shooting at Bell, Bell had a hoe with him. That hoe used to be Willie's hoe. But anyway, the hoe that was with Bell when he was getting shot at by Willie Dynamite, that girl right there, she got another movie. I forget the name of the movie and I forget her name. But it's a movie with her. I forget what little small town she from. Nakarachi. As always, I appreciate it. Blessings as well. But the movie with the girl, she ends up going to California and she trying to be a movie star. She go to Hollywood. She working at a dry cleaners when she first get to town. Then she start mingling with the Hollywood scene and start, but basically she trying to she goes to Hollywood to become a movie star, and she get twisted and turned to a different way. You know what I mean? Damn, I can't remember the name of that movie, but it was a good movie though. Trying to remember some other good blaxploitation movies. See, it's a lot of them that's like hard to find, and those are some of the best ones. Of course, you got the obvious ones like the Max, Superfly, Willie Dynamite. You know what I mean? Foxy Brown, that was a good one too. But it's a lot of blaxploitation movies that's like so underground that didn't really like. They didn't really become cult classics like the other ones did, but they still good though. So, but as far as damn, what's that other one? It's another good one too. Damn, you just said it. I think it's not JD's Revenge. JD's Revenge is a good one too. But fuck, what's the name of it? I think it's Slater's Big Ripoff. Slater's Big. The dude that played Pretty Tony in the Mac. It's another movie that he's in with Jim Brown. Matter of fact, in American Pimp, they played a clip of it where the dude that played Pretty Tony, he was dancing around this white girl. He ended up knocking the white girl, whatever. Yeah, it is Slater's Big Ripoff. That's a good ass movie too. That's a real good one. But I really like that one. That's one of my favorite ones, Slater's Big Ripoff. It's another one too. Damn, see, matter of fact, I'm gonna go live another day, man, and I'm gonna start breaking down all the different blaxploitation movies, because it's certain ones that I know about them in my mind, like I know what it's about and who starred in them and shit like that, but I can't remember the titles of the movies, and I can't remember the actors' names and the actresses' names, but I remember the movies though. So I'm gonna have to go back and research all these different movies, and I'll do another video talking about the blaxploitation movies, because there's a lot of classics that y'all probably ain't never even heard of. You know what I mean? And the only way that I know about them is by researching different actors and actresses in the movies. You know what I mean? Like the one I'm telling you about, the broad that played Willie Dynamite's hoe. That's the only reason why I know about the movie that she was in, because I had researched her. You know what I mean? I was researching the different people that was in Willie Dynamite, and I found out about the movie that she was in. Uh, but it's a lot of movies that I found like that. You know what I mean? That like I said, a lot of y'all probably ain't never even heard of these movies. So I'm gonna come back and do another video talking about that at another time. You dig? There's a lot of good ass blaxploitation movies. Bucktown. I don't think I've seen Bucktown, but I've heard about that one. Black Caesar's another good movie with Fred Williamson. Black Caesar's a good one too. Uh, trying to remember some other ones. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go research the shit. You did. But I'm gonna answer a few more questions and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because you know Pimp got things to do. You did. Benny Franklin, yeah, Trick Baby was a good one. I can't say one thing I love about those movies is that they were always low budget. Hey, that's real talk. They was low budget in a motherfucker, but some of the movies was classics. It just showed you the level of creativity. Because with a little bit of money, they made some classic ass movies. Coffee, I know about Coffee. I know that's with Pam Grier, but I haven't seen Coffee though. Ronnie Argon say kick a freestyle, OG. Kick a freestyle. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get this beat together. I'll kick a freestyle for y'all. Let me see if I can get it together. Coolie High was a good one too. I'm gonna kick this freestyle for y'all, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up after that. The Love Juice freestyle. That's funny. Damn. Y'all got to bear with me for a second. I'm finna get this instrumental together, and then I'm gonna spit. All right, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Let me get this together real quick. Oh, shit. Okay, now, hold on. All right, now, hold on. Let me see. Let's see if this works. If this don't work, we're going to have to try it another way. What? They tripping. I'm trying to play this instrumental, man, and they tripping. They not cooperating with a pimp. What the fuck? Y'all tripping. Damn. What the feezy? Man, they tripping on me right now, man. They won't give me my motherfucking this instrumental I'm trying to play. Hold on a second, BM. You say how do I call in? If I got time after I do this freestyle, I'll let y'all call in. But hold on just a second. Y'all stay right there. Don't go nowhere. I got to tap out of here for a second so I can get this instrumental together so I can freestyle for y'all, and I'll be right back. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm gonna go out of here one more time real quick. I just want to let y'all know I ain't forgot about you. I'm gonna go out again for another split second, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna kick this freestyle for y'all. Hold on just a second. Bear with it, Pimp. Okay. Appreciate y'all's patience. Y'all can still hear me cool, right? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Okay, cool. Let me put some love juice in my body real quick before I kick this shit for y'all. Okay. Straight from the dungeons of pimpin' ass rap. But lame niggas don't make it back. Alright, here we go. I'm hatred modified, greatness personified. Mama cried, her baby was shine, and she's not alive. If what I holler offends, I apologize. But I die before I pretend to be not the guy. Letting you inside my life by throwing the hottest line out of my skillet so it'll sizzle upside your mind. So as you listen, your life is a part of mine, and vice versa. So we burst from the starting line as one, then we sink in reality. Your Siamese thinkers joined in the mentality. So if they battling you, gotta battle me. And Cape Crusaders end up something that's sad to see. Longing for what the game fails to be. The F-R-double-E-Z-E spells relief. My bad if you can't read this velvet piece. I'm pretty hot, so I spits with a melted speech. Jump in the whip with me, take a quick trip with me to the edge of the cliff, homie. Get in the mix with me. Now it's a Bisquicky mix, so it gets sticky. Once you get your hands in it, then it can be cancerous. No type of venison or vaccine can answer it. Might wind up in the backseat of an ambulance. Paramedics will be amazed if you handle this. Blade so amazing, it's JoJo Dancerous. If you survived, then congratulations. You came through the path to Jason. Feels the same as if you came through ejaculation with the Molly pill exaggeration. Not a bad sensation. Now you wanna be reinvented one evening when you in the streets representing. Rock me like the matching tee with the fitted and see what it means to be freeze for a minute. I infused the genetics of Langston Hughes, so I assumed it's poetics. Now I'm super electric, and I illustrate Dr. King's dream with every color and creed locked between scenes as they read. They fiend for that sip of a different life and obey they thirst for words, then them zipper tight. Those that hate probably didn't sip it right and swallow me down through a different pipe, looking at me different like, that freeze is no good. I pitch the spittery as only a pro would. Pinches of misery mixed with tones good to your soul at the same time, sewn in the same rhyme. and you ask for more, like I don't pass the ball. Y'all really got some audacity to it. Man, I rap to the words and my raps is sore. H2O my throat, then I'm back for more. Okay, there y'all go. Little tablespoon of this shit, you dig? There y'all go. Yeah, man. Yeah, like Overstand say, that's that love juice freestyle. I said so far I dropped the phone, huh? For real though, you did. Yeah, man, you know, put a little West Coast flavor over the East Coast flavor, you dig? You know, blended it up, made a little fusion spit for y'all one time. But I was gonna allow y'all to call in, man, but excuse me, you know, a pimp didn't anticipate being live for this long, man. My motherfucking battery is getting ready to die. But I appreciate y'all, as usual, for supporting every which way that you do. I appreciate you for tuning in. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so at this point. But I appreciate you for liking. I appreciate you for commenting. I appreciate you for sharing. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the support that you come with in every which way that you come with it, you did. And y'all already know we're going to do this again. But like I said, for those of y'all, one more time, who haven't heard my new music and who want to hear my new music, go into the About section on my channel, and you'll see the link. You'll see the link to my SoundCloud. My SoundCloud link is in there, and if you go to any of the songs that's on the channel, the SoundCloud link is in each one of them songs as well, in the comment and the description section. And when you go to my SoundCloud, I got 6 tracks on there. 5 of them you can download for free, and you can listen to it for free as much as you want because it's SoundCloud. But we're gonna do this again in a minute. Best of blessings to y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the positive feedback. BM and the rest of y'all. Y'all be easy. I holla.